2K Sports brings you the NBA. A quick check now at the starting lineups for both teams. First for the Lakers, Nash and Bryant in the backcourt. And holding down the middle out of Central Michigan University, the skilled and ambidextrous 7-footer, Chris Kaman. Then there's Nick Young, and it's Gasol in at the 4 spot. And for the Kings, the guards, Vasquez and McLemore, and the big fella inside out of the University of Kentucky, the unbelievably gifted and powerful pivot man, DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Mbamute, and it's Thompson in at the 4 spot.
Mike Malone, the new head coach of the Sacramento Kings, son of a former NBA coach. Mike has been credited with helping teams improve their defenses, whether it was in New Orleans with Chris Paul, last season with Golden State, but Malone very well regarded in NBA coaching circles.
And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame, and Mbamute can't get it to go.
That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with, but you can't fault him for taking it when the defense backs off like that.
Here's Kaman. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assists. And the Sacramento team, Clark, not without offensive talent, but their defense has been their shortcoming.
And that's the area they've got to ramp up and improve. And Coach Malone is going to have an opportunity to put a stamp on this team by improving them at the defensive end of the floor.
And Mbamute, defended by Young. Here's Vasquez. They get a bet. Thompson with the bucket.
Well, one of the reasons I like Jason Thompson is he's not afraid to be physical inside. He loves to chase down loose balls, get offensive rebounds, constantly fighting his opponent for position.
Yeah, very much a workmanlike approach to playing in the post from Thompson. He just puts in his time each game and comes away with some nice numbers. This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is on it.
Well, you know what, come on, I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force.
Outside, Kobe, Young. There's the 3. Cousins pulls it in. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Now here's Vasquez, defended by Nash. Vasquez kicks to McLemore. The dish to Cousins. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Great job. Taking it right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left them no choice but to foul there.
Sacramento shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Man, this club shot 77% as a team last year. Good, not spectacular, but solid.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Gasol. Johnson comes in for Nick Young. Steve Blake's checked in for Kobe. And it's Farmar in for Steve Nash. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Now Farmar came in the high post. Cousins with the block. 1 second left. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Kings lead by 1. Live from Sacramento, you're watching 2K Sports. And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter.
Everybody knows how brutal the Western Conference can be, and part of the reason the Lakers were able to make it to the playoffs is because they were above 500 in the West, which is pretty impressive.
And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Hi, gentlemen. For the Sacramento Kings, a lot of rookies, and not just among the players. A new first-time majority owner, a new rookie GM, and Mike Malone, a first-time head coach. New blood taking over. But for all 3, extensive experience in assisting roles, whether assistant coach, assistant GM, or minority ownership. So guys, despite being new to the lead role, none of them lack for experience.
Thanks, Doris. We'll see how they do. Now here's Johnson, following the shot by Carl Lanford. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line. Well, going back to the Lakers in the West, they would end with a 28-24 record, Steve, against the rest of the conference. That record falling right in line where they finished in relation to the rest of the West.
Well, and that record was really the big reason that they were able to catch up to Utah and end up passing them for the last playoff spot. And, you know, Laker fans might not be happy with how quickly they exited the postseason, getting swept by the Spurs, but, you know, they did make a good push at the end of the season just to get in.
Los Angeles leading by 4. Johnson kicks to Blake. Lakers working the ball around now. Here's Farmar. Johnson. He's guarded by Thornton. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Farmar. Can't get it to go. Excellent defense there from Salmons. Here's the pass to Thomas. He kicks it to Hayes. Back to Thomas. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
How about that, going up strong? I mean, he doesn't care how much height he's giving up. It's attitude with him.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Pau Gasol is checked in for Los Angeles. Kobe comes in for Jordan Farmar. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Gasol dishes to Kobe, defended by Vasquez. Kobe passes to Blake. The feed to Johnson. Rebound by the Kings. And Thornton kicks to Mbamute.
Definitely a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Yeah, the wise move would be to find themselves a quick shot right away.
Kobe kicks to Johnson. Another miss by Johnson. The Kings trailing. Vasquez with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. That falls. Great assist by Vasquez. Thornton's got his first points of the game.
You know, I think when you've got somebody that open on the perimeter, a good shooter, the kickout's the only choice.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Lakers shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
Well, you look at last season's numbers, guys. They're down below 70% as a team from the line.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
And he sinks the second. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Here's Cousins. And we're through 2 here and a good one. Los Angeles on top. They're up by 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Fridays are made for
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
the third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
And, you know, for the Kings, with the new ownership group, a new coach, a new front office, and a new downtown arena on the horizon, it's exciting times for the Kings fans and a lot of newfound optimism around this team, too.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Guys, for DeMarcus Cousins, who's so talented, controlling his temper has been an issue. He said, quote, "I get it from my mother. It's a problem I have. It helped me get where I am. But at the same time, I have to learn to be quiet and just try to have a positive mind. I'm trying to lead, just in a better way that will be accepted more. Guys, we'll see if he can turn it around."
That'll be the question. Thanks, Doris. And the Kings, a team that experienced a period of great success in the 90s, back the late 90s and early this century. But they had undergone a 7-year playoff drought, and Steve, times had gotten pretty dire.
Well, there's a lot of change in the air in Sacramento this season with new ownership, new management, new coaching, with some young talent with Ben McLemore. So I think there's hope going forward for the Sacramento Kings.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Well, you look at the Lakers' struggles last season, I think it surprised most of us. You know, some of it was injuries. Part of it was just a lack of production off the bench. Then there was the inconsistency of the coaching and just the number of different people who are on that bench. So difficult season for the Lakers.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Pass to King. With the lead pass. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the best at the end.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Well, that's important because this game, I think, is going to be decided by who controls the paint in crunch time.
Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Chris Kaman. Inabamute kicks to Vasquez. Cans the shot from the wing. Vasquez has got 5 points now this quarter. And you look at the struggles of the Lakers bench last season when injury struck. They didn't have the players really to fill that void.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, I think for the Lakers, the bold strokes for the star players have been impressive, but it's the fine details of finding undervalued role players. That's where they've been lacking. Once injuries happen, that was thrown into sharp relief. And really, even when healthy, to win a title, you can't just have a great starting five. We know that. You need another 4 or 5 players you can count on to give you quality minutes.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
One of the duties that Steve Nash has undertaken is signing on to oversee the Canadian national basketball team. Really a logical choice for Canada, given all that Nash has done for the sport in that country.
Vasquez kicks to McLemore. Offensive rebound. Mbamute. Good D by Gasol.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Nick Young on the wing. That one wide left. Going back to Nash, certainly the greatest basketball player ever out of Canada. And we all realize that. But you were telling me a story the other day about how you and he went surfing one time.
Well, yeah, in San Diego, we got out in the water, and the first time he ever got on a surfboard, he got up and rode a wave perfectly. So, I mean, you talk about an incredible athlete. Nash just has it all.
Here is Hill after the made shot from Mbamute. And stolen by Cousins. McLemore, the pass to Thompson. Can't connect from short range.
Once he had to change the shot because of the hand in his face, he knew he wasn't going to make it.
It's still anybody's game. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And the other thing they're doing, Clark, is scoring a lot of points off turnovers, forcing mistakes and cashing in.
Amute, a screen on Kobe. Salmons for the 3. Lakers leading by 4. And Kobe, here we go. They get a hand on it. Thomas against Nash. Nick Young on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Kaman dishes to Gasol. Tries again. And he lays it up and in. Now it's a 6-point Los Angeles lead.
You know, it's really going to be all about hard work from this point on. And they worked hard to create that high-quality shot right there.
Yeah, and that's their goal down the stretch. Continue to find those close-range shots.
The open shot. Cousins. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
Well, he really used his height there.
He sure did, Steve. I mean, a nice touch on that shot.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I was able to listen in on what Mike D'Antoni had to say to his team. The message, stick with it. He said the game is right there, fellas, right there for the taking. But we've got to play with purpose and precision. Kevin, can they get it done?
It's the first, and that puts them up by 5. Steve Blake's checked in for Steve Nash. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And the lead now pretty healthy after that trip to the line.
Vasquez kicks to Cousins. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That one is on Kaman.
Well, he's a scary guy to go up against just because of how physical he is. He intimidates his opponent. He's going to punish you inside, and you have to be ready physically to play against this guy.
And we can't forget to mention his rebounding now. When you watch him, just keep an eye on the way he battles in the paint when a shot goes up.
And Cousins drops them both.
Oh, you just knew he wasn't going to miss there. Not with so much riding on him.
Lakers leading by 4. Here's Blake. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautiful.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
Big call, Kevin. He just didn't get there quick enough, and that's a tough break. Those free throws edged them a little closer. A couple of stops on defense, and they might not be down for long.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Outside, Kobe. Young. Young left side. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
He's had an off game thus far, but his team has been able to pick up the slack and find a way to get it done here.
Vasquez gets a screen from Cousins. Now here's Vasquez. Defense is right there. And Bahamute, the pass to him.
Well, if you like offense, you'll love this game.
Yep, a high-scoring affair. Both squads saving their energy for the offensive end of the floor because they definitely aren't doing anything defensively.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. Steve Nash is checked in for the Lakers. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game. The Kings have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Vasquez dishes to Cousins. Here's Landry, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
It's a great play under the boards for him, and you know, that's the standard that he sets. It seems like all those second chance points, I mean, they're there for him game in, game out. Smart foul there. You've got to try to extend the game.
Yeah, it's still close, but they're fighting that clock as much as the score right now.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game. Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They trail by 6. 19 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, there's a little bit of time here to play with, so a 3 and a quick foul could make things interesting.
Very much so. Either way you cut it, they're going to need a pair of threes and some help at the other end as well.
Young with the steal. And that's an intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. And Thornton kicks to Thomas. Back to Thornton. From the arc, it falls.